Hello friends, today we will see ADC, that is analog to digital converter. Analog to digital converter is a very important peripheral for all the microcontrollers. Whenever microcontroller is to do some real time application or real world application, you need to interface analog to digital converter to microcontroller, as all the real world is having analog signals, whereas microcontroller understands only language of zeros and one, that is digital, and therefore we need a converter which will convert that analog signal to digital one. In case of analog to digital converter, analog signal is converted into patterns of zeros and one by using sampler and quantization. In its simplest form, sampler is a switch which is operated or which is open and closed at a frequency fs, which is known as a sampling frequency, or this t is known as a sampling period. When switch is closed, this is input analog signal. The switch is closed, as it is input is available at the output. So at this instant input is available at the output. Switch is open, again switch is closed, again switch is open, and whatever output we are getting, this is known as a discrete output. This discrete signal is having it is not dependent on time, or rather it is not present at all instant of time, but its values are similar to the input signal. So after discretization, what you need to do is the quantization. So quantization is nothing but converting the discrete signal into digital, that is a predefined values of zeros and ones. If we are having a 3-bit ADC, ADCs are generally classified depending on how many bits output it is having. If it is we are having a 3-bit ADC, then the input is 1, analog input, output is 3 bits. So total combination or steps possible is are 2 raised to 3, that is 8. So if we are having 3-bit ADC, we are having 2 raised to 3, that is 8 steps. So if we are having 2 raised to 3 or 3-bit, means it will have a values ranging from 000 to 001, 010, 100, 101, 111. So these are 8 steps. Generally, the ADC as well as microcontroller ICs are TTL compatible. That means the signal they are taking up to 5 volt. So if you are having the input in the range of 0 to 5 volt, that is maximum is 5 volt, then 5 volt is divided into 8 steps. So 5 divided by 8 gives you 0.125. Sorry, 0.625. This is known as a resolution of ADC. It means that minimum change in 0.625 volt will be identified by the ADC which is having a 3-bit output. If the change is less than that, that is if it is 0.1 volt or 0.5 volt, you will get output as 000 only. Whereas the first step is at 0.625, you will get output as 001. And so on. The last is at 5 volt, you will get output as 111. All three. Now what it clears to you is, if you increase this number of bits, naturally the number of steps will increase. Instead of 3-bit ADC, if you are having 8-bit ADC, then this will be 2 raised to 8. So number of steps are 256. 256 means 5 divided by 256. 5 divided by 256 means it comes out to be equal to 0.02 or 20 millivolt. That means if you are having a 8-bit ADC, then the resolution of ADC is 1 upon 256, that is 0.1, and the each smallest change in the input which ADC can identify is 0.02 volt or 20 millivolt. That means As compared with the previous one, if it is a 3-bit ADC, the smallest change which ADC can identify is 0.625 volt. Whereas if you are having a 8-bit ADC, the smallest change it can identify is 20 millivolt. It means that its resolution is increased as well as its accuracy is increased. On the same line, instead of 8-bit ADC, if there are 10 bits, then 2 raised to 10 means 1024 steps are possible. And again, the range of 0 to 5 volt, if you are dividing into 1024 steps, it comes out to be equal to 4.88 millivolt resolution, or accuracy is 4.88 millivolt. Or that means that whenever input changes by value of 4.88 millivolt, that change will be recognized by the ADC and you will get one step change in the ADC. Now we will see the ADC which is available on PIC microcontroller. Now let us discuss the ADC which is available in case of a PIC microcontroller. In case of PIC microcontroller, ADC is available on chip. On chip means you don't need to interface a separate ADC IC to PIC microcontroller. It is available on chip. Means whatever 40 pins are there in a PIC microcontroller, the same pins, out of that some pins are used for ADC operation also. We know that the PIC 18F458 is having 40 pins. Out of that, 6 pins are for power supply and crystal oscillator connection. Remaining 34 pins are IO pins, that is input output pins. Those pins only are used for the ADC operation also. Now some of the features of ADC which is available on chip in case of PIC 18F458 are, it is a 10-bit ADC. That means it gives you output of 10 bits. That means the total number of steps are 2 raised to 10, that is 1024 steps. It is 10-bit ADC. It is having 8 analog inputs which are on the pins RA0 to RA7. Now what is mean by that? You can connect 8 different analog sensors to the ADC which can be, that means 8 different signals can be converted into digital one by using 8 different analog channels. Of course, ADC is converting one signal only at a time. All those 8 cannot be operated simultaneously, but you can select in your program in such a way that which particular signal you want to convert into digital one. That can be decided, can be written in a program, and you can select a particular channel. It is known as a channel, analog input channels, and that is available on port A bits RA0 to RA7. These are 8 analog inputs. Out of that, you can select any one. Now, as microcontroller is used generally for a dedicated operation, therefore, most of the time 2 or 3 analog sensors are only connected, and that much channels are more than sufficient. But there is a provision of 8 different analog channels. That means 8 different analog sensors can be interfaced with the ADC. Now, there are 4 special function registers associated with ADC. These are AD-Con 0, AD-Con 1. Now AD stands for analog to digital, Con stands for control. AD control 0, AD control 1, AD-RESL, AD-RESH. Now what is mean by AD-RESL and AD-RESH? This 10-bit digital data which is converted by ADC on the chip of microcontroller has to be stored somewhere. That result is stored in AD-RESL, that is analog to digital. RES stands for result, lower byte, and AD-RESH, higher byte. Now each registers, internal registers, because PIC 18F458 is a 8-bit microcontroller, each internal register is also of size 8 bits, and that is the reason you need 2 registers to store the 10-bit result, because result of ADC is 10 bits. That's why we need 2 registers AD-RESL, AD-RESH. There is a provision how we can use that AD-RESL and AD-RESH. Out of these 2, anyone can have only 2 bits of result data and remaining 8 bits in other register. That we'll discuss when we'll discuss the control register. That can be selected in the control register. Now let us see the first control register, that is AD-Con 0. Now it is a 8-bit register. This is 8-bit, that is D7, and this is D0. D7 bit, D7 and D6 are ADCS1 and ADCS0. With ADCS2, there is one more bit associated with this, that is ADCS2, ADCS1 and ADCS0. Together these three bits decides at what speed or what is the convergent time of the ADC. That ADCS2 is located in ADCON1 register. So ADCS2, ADCS1 and ADCS0 decides the clock signal or clock frequency, which is on which the conversion time of the ADC depends. Next three bits, that is D5, D4, D3 are CHS2, CHS1, CHS0. This is for selection of analog input channel. As there are three bits, these three bits can be 0, 0, 0. Then the input analog channel selected is 0. These three bits can be ranging from 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1. So input analog channel selected is 7 channel, AN7. So if all these three bits are 0, 0, 0, analog channel selected is AN0, or this is AN0 and this is AN7, or in other word RA0, because that is the pin which is used as AN0, or RA7. So CHS2, CHS1, CHS0, these are the three bits in ADCON0 register which are used for selection of the analog input channel. Depending on the requirement in the program, you have to program, user has to program it depending on which particular channel is to be used. Now next bit is go/done bar. Now this particular bit is actually a status bit. This go means we have seen the timers. In case of a timer, unless and otherwise timer is started by making TMR0 on bit is equal to 1, you cannot start the timer operation. On similar line, unless and until this bit is 1, this go bit is 1, AD operation will not start. That is, conversion from analog signal to digital is started only if this go bit is equal to 1. User will make that bit as equal to 1. You can say in other word as it is start of conversion. In case of ADC operation, there are two signals which are, or two terminologies which are very, very important. One is known as SOC, another is known as EOC. SOC stands for start of conversion. EOC stands for end of conversion. So this SOC is nothing but go bit, which has to be made to 1 by the user in the program. Then only the AD conversion will start. On similar line, whenever AD conversion is completed, microcontroller will indicate it by making this same bit, which we also say that done bar. That's why I am saying it is a status bit. So on the status bit, it will be indicated that the conversion is completed and it will become 0. Done bar means it is low. It will become 0, that is active low. So that pin, therefore that signal is known as EOC, that is end of conversion. That conversion is ended and now microcontroller can do either other job or start converting the next sample to digital value. Next bit, that is D1 bit, is not used in this particular family of microcontroller. It may be used in the future applications. And the last one is AD on. D0 bit is AD on. Now this bit has to be made to 1, then only ADC will be powered up. If this bit is 0, default value for that bit is 0. That means up till now, if we are not using the ADC feature of PIC microcontroller, then by default this value is 0 only. If this is 0, then the AD module is off. Whereas to start that module or to power up that module, AD on bit must be equal to 1. Next register, next special function register is ADCON1. ADCON1, that is AD control 1 register. Now just now we have seen in ADCON0, it was ADCS1 and ADCS0. Along with ADCS2, that is this D6 bit, these three bits decide the frequency at which AD conversion is operated or AD conversion is taking place, or in other words, conversion time will be dependent on these 3 bits. Then this is ADFM. We have seen that the result of ADC is 10 bit. which is stored in two registers ADRESL and ADRESH. This ADFM is AD format bit. ADFM is AD format bit, which means that if this is 0, the result is left justified. Left justified means what? In case of ADFM is equal to 0, then the ADFM is the bit which decides the format of the result. 10-bit result has to be placed in ADRESL and ADRESH. If this bit is equal to 0, result is left justified. It means that the least significant 6 bits of ADRESL are 0. That means the most significant bit will be having the lower bits of the 10-bit result. If this bit is equal to 1, then the most significant bits of ADRESH are 0. That means the lower 2 bits of ADRESH will have the most significant bit of the result, that is D8 and D9. Because result is 10-bit, each register is of size 8-bit. Therefore, we must able to store that 10-bit result. That is why the two registers are provided, and user is having a facility whether he want result to be right justified or left justified, and that will be decided by this particular bit, that is ADFM. ADCS2, just now we have seen ADCS2 along with ADCS1 and ADCS0 will decide the conversion time. This remaining 2 bits are not used in this particular family of microcontroller, and the last 4 bits, that is PCFG3 to PCFG0, are configuration bits. Those configuration bits decide how the 8 analog input channels are used, whether they are used as an analog inputs or digital inputs, and V reference. Now V reference is the voltage which is to be given to ADC if you are measuring a large value of voltage. If you are not measuring 5 volt, then because you are having a capacity of only 8-bit registers, and therefore that to bring it into that range of 5 volt, V reference is changed. Apart from 5, you can also have variable voltage to V reference pin, which is generally used as AN3. Now next we will see the steps to be taken for the operation of ADC. The first thing which we have to do is to turn on the ADC module, that is make AD on is equal to 1, which is a part of register ADCON0. The next thing is the input analog channel which you are using, make it as an input pin, that is from RA0 to RA7 or all 8 pins of port A, make it as an input pins. Next thing is you select reference voltage and analog input channel. Next is wait for some time, as already we have seen that ADC is a slower peripheral than microcontroller. Therefore, we must provide some delay in between so that there will not be any loss of data. After that, start of conversion, that is make go is equal to 1, so that AD conversion will be started. Again wait or monitor the analog to digital interrupt flag, ADIF flag bit, so that AD conversion is over or not, which is by end of conversion signal, and it is also indicated by done bar. As soon as that is low, AD conversion is over. So repeat the procedure again for the next bit.